Hey everyone, Renee here with a little tutorial video here. So, a friend of mine asked me, how do you hit notes that go horizontal and vertical like this and hit them so you can all get all perfects? Well, to be honest, it's kind of hard. So, it's something that definitely takes a lot of practice because it's more of a timing thing, whether it is like a physical thing. It's basically you want to be synced to the song, like you want to be synced to the BPM of the song, and you want your body to kind of just be in tuned with it. So the reason why it's a little bit difficult is because, in my opinion, it's because of how there's four. So if you're thinking about it musically, if it's a quarter note, you have 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 1 2, 1 2 3 4, and then if you have an eighth note, 1 and 2 and. See how it ends on "and" on the last one? That can be a little tricky because you want to go to the next beat, but you're always ending on an off beat, so it's a little, mentally it can be a little confusing. So 1 and 2 and. But for 16th notes, which is I feel like where most people, including my friend, I feel like what he really has trouble with is when it's like 16ths, where it's like da 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 da. Those are even more difficult because now you're going 1 and 2, so you're just adding that extra bit of speed in there. And I've seen people do this, and you can do that, but that comes with actual physical training with Jubeat. So to do something like that, you need to have a lot of speed in your wrists and a lot of speed in your hands, and that takes a little bit more work. But for starting out, I usually will just go 1. I also spock it too, so like I'll go 1 2 3 like that, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2 like that. Again, it really just depends on the BPM of the song. Really, if it's a fast song, it can be a little more difficult because you just gotta move your fingers quicker. If it's a slow song, it's a little bit easier. You can kind of like relax and time it a little bit. But it's really all about control and just being able to be synced with like the speed of the song. There's also times where I will slide across like that, but that's only for really quick streams. I'm talking like, maybe like 200 BPM and higher, something you'd go like that. Also for 24th notes as well. 24th notes, I'll definitely do that. Far East Nightbird on Extreme, for example, has a part where I think you literally have to go like, it's either like this or it's like this. I know it's like, but I know you're hitting 2 rows at the same time. Those I'll definitely drag across. Dopamine Extreme in the beginning also has like, this part where you do that. So for vertical ones going down, now these ones are a little bit trickier. So timing, I slide them, okay? So for timing them, again, don't want to keep repeating myself, but knowing how fast the song is and being like kind of like synced to that rhythm is very important for these, because I don't know what skin everyone uses, but I personally use Firework. So for me, when I see that firework go into the circle and I know I'm going to hit it to get a perfect, I hit it and then instantly I will slide. If you're synced to the song, if you get that perfect and you slide it and your body is perfect, then you will perfect the whole thing. Now, the most common mistake I see people make with sliding is they won't go all the way, so they'll get the perfect and they'll get perfect, 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 and then right when they get to the last one, they always fuck it up and they either won't go all the way down and they'll come short, or they'll go down perfectly but then like they rush it, and then the last one they'll rush and then end up getting like a good here. So that is mistake number 1. And mistake number 2 is that they'll start off on the first one early and then they'll end up getting the rest of the thing early. So a lot of the times, I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Super lately, so I've been saying you gotta go Ultra Instinct when you play. So you need to not think, I've always had this thing where when you're playing and you're trying to get good scores, like double S's and triple S's and above, the most important thing is to have your hands do the work and just don't think, just go on reaction and instinct. So a lot of the times, and I do this myself too, I'll be playing a song and I'll be and like I know I have all gold, you know, I know my score is going to be really high, but I'm anticipating because I know in the chart that there's a drag. A lot of the times I'll psych myself out and I'll start to think about it and I'll hit it too early and then I'll drag down, and because I hit the first note early, everything else is going to be just off. And the same with the opposite. I could hit it, I could be doing great, and then I'm like, oh man, there's a slide coming, I better hit it perfectly, and then I hit it perfectly, and then I start thinking about how I hit the first note perfectly, and that one thought will cause me to, you know, screw up the ending. So you really just want to, you don't even want to think, you just want to dot 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 dot, you know. It's just all about practice and timing. It's really more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing. But since we are on the topic of physical ways to hit them, there is another way to hit these slides going down, and that's hitting them individually, like so. Like that. So it would be like 1 and 2 and. I don't do these, I don't do it this way so often. When I do it, I do it purely for like aesthetic reasons. I just do it because it looks cool, or it feels better in the chart. And a lot of the times I won't do it with like all the way 4s. I actually prefer to do them with just 3s. And if you do want to learn this kind of play style, I definitely recommend practicing doing with just 3 instead of 4. A good song to do that would be Clumsy Thoughts on Advanced. It has like, I think near like the middle, it has a part of the songs where there's a lot of these 3s, and you can just go like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, like that, or going upwards, like that. Like, this definitely takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, it can be a lot of fun to do. But it is harder, and in certain situations, it is better than sliding. Like, for example, in Clumsy Thoughts, because it's, I think the BPM is like I don't know, it's like 150, maybe 160. It's like a pretty baseline BPM. It's easy enough where you can be playing the song and then go da 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 da. I know in the beginning of Daisuke, there's like, I think it's these 3. It's like dot 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 dot, and then it goes ba-da-da, and it's just like, it just feels so much better to actually hit it like that than it is to slide it down. So that's another method you can do it too. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I really have to say. It's more of a timing thing. It's more of just training your mind to kind of like get in sync of the songs and having your body be able to do it naturally. But for physical, like learning how to do it, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this is good. It's not bad. It's not wrong. I would say practice this way until you can kind of get it down. Yes, some people go, which I do that. I do that sometimes, but again, it just depends on the BPM of the song and how quickly I need to move. I know on Twinkling I do that, for example. There's a part right before the big spiral where I think it's like, there's one of these, and I'll actually go, you know, I'll go like that, but that's just because I'm fast enough to be able to do it that way. So there's that, and then for the ones going down, you want to boom, hit it on the beginning. You got to be on point. You have to get it perfect on the first note. Like, that's one thing. You have to get it perfect on the first note, and you have to drag it down in the rhythm of the song that you're playing. Or you can be baller and hit them all individually, but in order to get the timing down, you got to have that speed. So you got to practice that speed up. And a good way to practice that speed up is to start with just 3, because it's much easier to just do 3, and then you can just add the bottom one there. Clumsy Thoughts Advanced. It's definitely the one song I would highly recommend to practice those on, because it's quite easy and it's fun, and you know, it is nice. I do like hitting them like that. It's just that it can be a huge hassle. Like I know Arc, for example, has a part where it has drags like that, but I've hit them before where I've gone like that, but you need to move very fast to do it, and so it's just easier to just go like that. But anyway, I hope that helps. If it didn't help, please say so, and I can try to explain it better. If it did help, though, I hope that it'll help your scores, and you have a happy Triple S hunting. Yeah, let me know, give me some feedback, and hopefully you'll be getting some good scores. I'll see you guys later.